Games arriving in 2026 and 2027 are set to push technology, scale, and design in new directions. These upcoming titles focus on bold concepts, advanced visuals, and systems built for modern hardware. Let's check them out.
Simon, listen to me. You can't stay in this room forever.
Silent Hill Townfall is a first-person psychological horror game where Simon Ordell returns to the island of St. Amelia to fix a past mistake and uncover hidden truths. The gameplay mixes careful movement, tense enemy evasion, and sudden close combat with a small set of weapons. Players use the CRTV, a pocket television, to tune unstable signals that reveal clues and solve story puzzles. Progress comes through survival, investigation, and managing limited tools.
I woke up in the water again. But this time it's different. I keep trying to fix what happened. But no matter what I do,
You can't fix it. It doesn't let us change things. You did what you did.
Supreme Experiment is a first-person action game where a volunteer descends from the tower cities to the machine-ruled surface after resource supply stops. Players move through ruined industrial zones, fight hostile machines, and search for logs, terminals, and signals that explain what happened. Combat and movement rely on standard weapons and tools, while a hacked neural implant unlocks a parallel digital realm triggered by strange QR codes, adding new areas and hidden information.
Predict. A new species. Trying to survive. Fighting for scraps. Searching for truth. An abandoned, poisoned wasteland. Crawling with creatures beyond imagination. Down here, humans don't belong. For those who left the city, it's a one-way ticket. But they go for a reason. This evolution of the machines was not random. There's something vast behind it. And it's coming for everyone, not just the machines. The people in the cities don't know it yet, but soon they will.
Blackwood is a third-person action game where you run a small DVD store during the day and work as a contract assassin at night in a 2012 New York setting. Gameplay switches between managing the shop, buying and selling discs, changing outfits, and handling small role-playing systems and intense night missions. Combat uses responsive gunplay, fluid movement like dives and rolls, and contextual melee takedowns that use the environment. The structure revolves around balancing both identities while completing assignments.
Keep your head down. Get in my car. Like 4 of these losers. Need to get in my car. Damn it!
You're fucked now!
Today. Let's get you fixed.
Lines one into the gap in left center. That's rolling all the way to the wall. He's around first, digging for second. Here's the throw. Save!
Ray ventured into OG's territory alone. You sure you thought this through?
Thinking is your job.
Zoopunk is a 3D action RPG and third-person shooter set during the First Torch War, where animal fighters battle an AI-driven machine empire. Players choose characters like Rayon, Bratton, and Trixie, each with distinct weapons and combat styles. Missions support squad-based PvE for 2 to 4 players, with combos, dodges, and aerial attacks against robotic enemies. Progression includes gear, upgrades, and abilities, while the story examines the conflict between machine intelligence and the idea of a living soul.
Win it!
1 for 5. It's worth a shot.
Ain't you worried something might go wrong?
Wrong. I'm counting on it. It's mine now. Finish him. Give it back!
Walked right in himself, huh?
It's all yours now, boss.
Good work. Now with this, even the Machine Legion doesn't stand a chance against me.
What? Huh? I'm the Papa!
Right on time! Miss me?
Gotta hand it to you this time, Ray.
If Tron hadn't planned ahead and sent us as backup, you'd be done for.
Mission done? Let me take a look.
All accounted for. What's next?
It's time to save Torch City.
Mortal Shell 2 is a dark action RPG where players possess the bodies of fallen warriors, known as shells, and use their abilities in close, high-risk combat. Each shell has unique strengths, weapons, and memories that unlock new fighting styles and upgrades. Battles rely on timing, posture breaks, and aggressive tactics without a stamina limit. The world connects temples, forests, and citadels through winding paths and over 60 dungeons, where players search for powerful gear and confront dangerous enemies.
Your nature. You're a weapon, child.
Sea of Remnants is an ocean adventure RPG where players control a puppet folk sailor searching for lost memories across shifting seas. Gameplay combines ship management, fleet building, and turn-based battles against sea monsters and rival factions. Players recruit more than 300 companions, form crews, and upgrade cannons, parts, and gear. The pirate city of Orbtopia acts as a hub where shops, upgrades, and story events react to player decisions over time.
Gotta teach you a lesson. No chest survived me! My precious. Sing to me, treasureling. Lead the way to your fatter siblings. A new adventure awaits. Full sails!
Thou shalt not kill. So the priests tell us.
Chronicles Medieval is a sandbox action and strategy game where players create a character and rise from a common soldier to a commander with land and armies. Gameplay combines melee combat, resource management, and large battlefield encounters with different unit types. Players recruit and train troops, build castles, manage supplies, and take part in sieges or skirmishes. The structure allows choices between warfare, diplomacy, and economic growth while shaping power across the medieval realm.
I became like them. I took up the sword, prayed I could win redemption through my deeds. But some paths, once taken, have only one ending. I shall find no peace. On this road, there is only death. But that's just my story. Go write your own.
I'm in.
Send the map maker. We'll start scanning.
Black State is a third-person shooter where a secret scientific group sends the player on a mission to rescue captives and uncover the cause of a major disaster. Gameplay revolves around gunfights against human soldiers and robotic enemies, along with over 100 contextual melee takedowns. Players use rifles, shotguns, a fusion weapon, and tactical gadgets for stealth or direct combat. Special portal doors connect distant locations instantly, creating fast transitions between combat zones and missions.
Are those intercontinental ballistics?
Shit. What year is this? Before the war? Or after?
A few months before the war began. Why?
Then I know what they're doing. They're about to start the war.
Heard this launch ain't a drill.
Who gives a shit? Those bastards could hit a coffee shop on Mars.
Sarge said that Iron Bitch is coming to oversee the launch.
Yeah. That ruthless bitch could wipe a continent without blinking.
Deploy the cleaner gadget to erase bodies. Prevents enemy detection. On your map.
One coffee, that's all I have.
dropping in. Stay sharp. They'll try to wear you down.
Check every shadow!
More incoming. Stay ready. They'll try to grind you.
Take cover! Lethal contact! Take! He's targeting our squad!
Into the Fire is an extraction survival game set around an erupting volcano where players rescue civilians and animals during dangerous missions. Gameplay revolves around timed runs into unstable zones using extinguishing weapons and retro-punk tools to control fires and fight supernatural threats. Players collect relics, gather resources, and return to a central base to craft equipment and upgrade gear. Each mission balances rescue goals, survival mechanics, and environmental hazards.
Salvation. Step toward it. Walk.
Defect is a cyberpunk first-person shooter set in a city ruled by an authoritarian AI called the System. Players choose between factions such as police forces or criminal gangs and complete multi-objective missions like arrests, assassinations, or smuggling operations. Gameplay supports single-player, co-op, and a 4-team squad battle mode where squads fight for control of objectives. Each match involves tactical movement, advanced weapons, gadgets, and coordination with teammates to secure rewards.
Tyndalston.
Samson is an action game set in the city of Tyndalston, where players fight through close-quarters encounters and vehicle chases while trying to clear a growing debt. Gameplay combines brawler-style combat with weaponized driving using momentum, terrain, and improvised tools during fights. A daily quota and action point system limit how many jobs can be taken, forcing careful choices. Progression includes skill upgrades, while police pressure and faction reactions change based on player actions.
Debt. You can't freeze interest. You can curl up and die in the street. Or you can fight the fuck back.
It's not fair. The world is not fair.
1348 Ex Voto is a third-person action-adventure game set in late medieval Italy, where players control Aida, a young knight searching for a missing companion. Gameplay centers on sword combat inspired by historical martial arts, with one-handed and two-handed stances that change attack styles and timing. Players collect skill books to unlock new combos and customize weapons with different parts. Missions move through villages, castles, and mountain paths while fighting bandits, mercenaries, and hostile groups.
So, you're the young knight who's brought chaos to this camp.
I seek word of a young postulant. She was kidnapped from my town by your men. You murder. You kidnap. I take no pleasure in bloodshed, yet your actions demand it.
When the pestilence came, he turned his back on us all. You have have any idea how hard it is to feed a family, little lord?
I swore an oath of justice.
Do you believe I enjoy doing the things I've done?
Trust me.
Hell Let Loose Vietnam is a large-scale multiplayer military shooter with 50 versus 50 battles set during the Vietnam War. Players join either the U.S. Armed Forces or the North Vietnamese Army and select from multiple roles across infantry, recon, armor, helicopter, and mortar units. Matches revolve around capturing sectors, defending positions, and coordinating through a command structure. Gameplay includes helicopters, patrol boats, tunnel building, and realistic weapons, with several modes that change objectives and battle flow.
Finally, just you wait.
Gothic 1 Remake is an action RPG set inside a prison colony trapped beneath a magical barrier, where players control a nameless prisoner trying to survive among rival factions. Gameplay involves completing quests, choosing allegiances, and improving combat skills through training and equipment. The world reacts to player actions, with characters following daily routines and responding to decisions. Combat uses melee weapons, magic, and tactical timing while progressing through faction storylines and abilities.
Those cast aside will shape their days to come. A colony in perpetual conflict, so divided, so full of contradictions. Those who follow the new god speak of salvation, but faith may have an even grimmer future in store. The bandits preach freedom, anarchy without chains, yet kneel before the mages in the name of balance. Then come the self-proclaimed rulers of the valley, so lost in greed and in the comfort of their fragile arrangement that they long lost any interest in change. And yet, we are all the same. Prisoners of the great dome in the sky, with no hope of escaping.
If there's a way out of here, I'll find it.
Ballad of Antara is a dark fantasy action RPG where players control different emissaries who use elemental powers to repair a land damaged by a spreading mist. Combat follows stamina-based systems with dodging, parrying, and a guard meter that must be broken before heavy attacks. Players can switch between characters during battles to chain abilities and adapt to enemy types. The game also supports 3-player co-op for missions across both the normal world and the hostile paradimension.
Bear the consequences of such power.
War. Mortality. These
essences shall not fall into your treacherous hands. Wayward emissaries, grant us the forgotten miracles. Rain fire from above. This desolate land needs a sprinkle of madness.
Remember, no matter what happens, we did not betray this world.
Damnation.
Captain, faster!
Canyons is a third-person action shooter set in a procedurally generated wasteland where players fight the Awakened alone or in 4-player co-op. Missions involve looting gear, forming blood packs with powerful creatures, and traveling across the terrain in giant mobile crawlers. Between expeditions, players return to a base to build workshops, defenses, and support facilities for settlers. Progression includes skill upgrades, professions, and equipment that improve survival during each run.
No one knows where the Awakened came from, but their power grows. Only the warriors of the Order and their faith can save what remains.
Welcome aboard, Throngar.
That's a goddamn train!
Looks like a couple defiled over there.
John Wick Game is a third-person action title set years before the events of the first film, where players control John Wick during his earlier career in the criminal underworld. Gameplay centers on fast gun-fu combat that mixes precise shooting, close-range takedowns, and fluid movement through detailed environments. Missions involve contracts, driving sequences, and encounters with familiar characters from the series. The structure follows cinematic action scenes while expanding the timeline with new story events and locations.
He must be grounded, stable, constant. I believe you are ready, sir.
Yeah.
"14 Years of Flames" is a story-driven first-person shooter based on the Second Sino-Japanese War, where players take the roles of 7 different characters across 16 historical battles. Each chapter recreates real locations, equipment, and missions from the conflict. Gameplay centers on infantry combat using period-accurate weapons, vehicles, and gear. The campaign structure moves through major events over 14 years, showing different perspectives and combat situations tied to historical operations.
死了，一切意义都没了。我们的追求一致，过上舒服的生活，不是吗？康康们的如今的繁荣与进步，我们的都是亚细亚同胞兄弟，共保和平，才能共荣大东亚。周队长已经加入了我们，赵兄弟要是不嫌弃，就请来担任皇协军队长。今天晚上我们得先去喝两杯，然后再。
Project Windless is an open-world action RPG where players control a hero king from the Raycon race in a fantasy setting long before the events of the source novels. Combat uses a system called mass technology, allowing large battles with thousands of AI soldiers and creatures on screen while the player fights in close-range action. The structure is non-linear, with decisions affecting alliances, wars, and political outcomes across the land. The gameplay mixes personal combat with large-scale battlefield command.
This world was never yours to keep. How dare you stand in the way of purity, little king?
That's 6 now. 6 survivors of Raccoon City, all dead from the same thing.
Resident Evil Requiem is a survival horror game featuring 2 playable characters, FBI analyst Grace Ashcroft and Agent Leon S. Kennedy, whose investigations connect across the story. Gameplay combines combat, puzzle solving, and careful resource management while moving through infected locations. Players can switch between first-person and third-person views at any time, adjusting how encounters are handled. The structure alternates between the 2 characters, each with different abilities, weapons, and approaches to threats.
What do you mean?
He grabbed you for a reason. Did you find anything on Opus?
Not yet. Nothing on the servers of the CIA or the Pentagon.
You are an ignorant fool.
Leon, we're running out of time.
Why me?
The team has settled on a person of interest. A former T-virus researcher.
Because my master made you who you are.
Raccoon City was where it all began for me.
I'm coming with you.
We can talk. What do you want to know?
I I don't want any more regrets. Whatever it takes, count me in.
It's been a while since you've been back there.